What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, just doing a little live stream here. I just wrapped up in Montana. I was here for a fight commentating gig for Fusion Fight League. Came out here. We had the show last night, and I did manage to get a video out yesterday too, but wanted to catch up with everybody. So doing this from the hotel lobby. I couldn't get a room here, so I'm kind of out in the open, but I think this should be all right. And just want to catch up with everybody. We got some stuff going down this week that's pretty cool. Krishna, what's up? What's up? Yeah, man, I'm doing good. A little tired, but I'm doing good. I had some crazy pain in my arm last night that woke me up at 5:30 in the morning. It's like severe pain. I have no idea what it was from. And then I couldn't sleep. I tried a million things. Then I finally went down to the lobby, got some painkillers, acetaminophen, and then took a shower, which helped a little bit. And then by the time my shower was done and I got back into bed, the pain started subsiding and I was able to sleep. And then I got such bad sleep, I was trying to get a late checkout, but I couldn't get one. So, I'm hanging in there, but exhausted. Sup, Huzeif? Another day on the prison planet. Just kidding. I know you don't like those words, but it's not paradise either. We are eternal and free. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just that I know a lot of people use those words to describe what we talk about, but I feel like it's not. I don't know. It just sends. It just. I feel like it sends the wrong message, or people misinterpret it. Like, for example, Betty was the perfect example when I had her on here. She's like, well, yeah, well, if that's the case, then what's even the point of thinking about it? There's nothing you can do. Then it's like, it gives off the wrong connotation. Was it the right arm or the left arm? My right arm. Why do you ask? What's up, Pantera, Luna, Enrique? Are you new here? I don't recognize that name. No, not yet. I haven't had it yet. So my QH session is... So okay. We have 2 times booked. So on the 11th, which is actually my dog's birthday too, on the 11th, we're having the initial call, which I think is more of like a consult, and then the actual session, I believe, is on the 25th. And I don't really know what to expect, although there are people that hit me up on Instagram that have worked with Tena and Karen. So I've gotten some idea, but not much. I think that's how I'm going to go into it. I don't think I'm going to try to investigate too much. I'm just going to experience it in the blind. I'm with you. Connotation is important. Yeah, I think so. Excuse me. I can't say exactly how important it is, if that makes sense, but it feels funny to me, if that makes sense to say it. I do think words are important. So there it is. How's everything? Enjoying your videos? Yeah, man. Everything is good. Oh, wait. Simbarash. I think I remember you. Yeah, everything's good. I actually posted a little video on the Pink Tourmaline Instagram, because right now I'm in Montana. I live in Los Angeles, but I'm in Montana because I commentate for this fight organization called Fusion, because I love mixed martial arts, and it's like a really fun thing I get to do about once a month ish, and I just get to come out to Montana, commentate, and then head home. And when you commentate, you're just in the front row watching the fights, just having a blast, it's so much fun. So anyways, that's pretty cool. But yeah, everything's good. Pantera, Luna, Enrique. Heart-related pain can occur in either arm. Oh God, dude, you're scaring me. I hope it wasn't that. I feel like I'm relatively healthy. I hope. Although I've been eating a little bad the last couple weeks. God, I ate pancakes last night. Horrible, horrible. Normally I don't eat that crap, but I don't know. I've fallen off the wagon a little bit, and I need to get back on the tracks of, you know, eating really well. But yeah, I hope it's not that. Okay, wish you the best experience with their quantum healing. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. What did you guys think if you guys saw the video that I made yesterday? Let me know what you guys thought about that. Because I know, somebody said that that video that I was reviewing or that channel is AI. So I'd heard that before, but then I was like, the guy looks so real. I was like, nah, it can't be an AI channel. Either way, I thought the information in there was relevant, and it gave me a good jumping off point to talk about Gnosticism in a new light, just given everything that I've learned thus far. And so I still think it was well worth it to make that breakdown. But just wanted to know because almost felt like I got to explain a couple of concepts, a couple of things that I've been thinking about that I think make a lot of sense in the grand scheme of things. And so I'm just curious to know what other people thought. But I was happy. I was happy with some of the ways I was able to describe or explain why the system as we assume it to be right now makes sense. Hi, have a great weekend. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Hakan Callis? What's up? What's up? Thank you. Do you like Taco Bell? I don't remember the last time I've eaten Taco Bell. It's been years. Years. Why? Why do you ask? I mean, I used to. I guess it tastes pretty good, but it's horrible for you. Okay. There was a guy who talked about how he astral traveled to the edge of the solar system with thousands of souls like him. They got to the edge and sensed a negative energy and turned back. That's interesting. Where is this on YouTube? What's up, Michael Stafford? What's up? What's up? The truth is out there. Says, hey, hey. What's up? What's up? Izod says, hi, Huzefa. What's up? What's up? Azod, I don't think I recognize you. Are you new to the channel? Let me know. It was awesome. The divine spark represents the dimension of consciousness that does not completely belong to the system. The divine spark represents the dimension of consciousness that does not completely belong to the system. And Gnosticism does a great job reassembling the path to deprogramming. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. He commented this on Jason Giorgiani's video with Jesse Michaels about the electromagnetic soul net. Oh, got it. Okay, whoever this person was. You know what's interesting? You mentioned Jason Giorgiani. I'm going to check something right now. So, somebody told me to message. Sorry if it's loud, guys. I'm in the hotel lobby. I couldn't get any other space. But I basically, somebody messaged me and said to hit Jason Giorgiani up on, what's it called, on Twitter instead of Instagram. So I tried it. I just checked my messages, though. I didn't get any response. But still trying to get him on the channel. I'll tell you guys something else. A couple of very interesting things. So, and I don't know where all this comes from, but I did actually quit caffeine pretty much completely. No, it was complete back in December. And then here and there, I started incorporating it back in, but just in small amounts, like every once a week or something, I was having some chocolate with caffeine if I really needed it, if I was really dragging that day or something. And I was wondering it didn't seem, at least at first, it didn't seem like it improves my sleep, because I was really looking forward to seeing how it was going to impact my sleep. I've had a lot of sleep issues since I was 29. And then all of a sudden lately, I feel like it was after I went on that trip and then I went to Monroe, especially, but I've just been getting like killer sleep. I've been getting really, really good sleep. And I have, like, I'm drinking a little bit of caffeine right now. It's a half and half decaf, half regular. So I'm drinking small amounts of caffeine, way less than I used to. So I'm sure that's impacting it, but there's something that's happened where I've taken out all the melatonin, all the other stuff, THC, everything that I was using to help me sleep, removed a lot of the caffeine, not all of it, because I'm occasionally having some caffeine like I am right now, but small doses. And then just with magnesium, I'm getting really good sleep, and I'm having very vivid dreams again, like every time. In fact, and I don't know exactly how to explain this, but I love it because I'm having really vivid dreams. I feel like I'm getting good sleep, and then I'm if I take a nap, and this has never happened to me that I can remember, at least not since I was a kid. When I take naps, I have extremely vivid dreams, such vivid dreams that I wake up disoriented and I don't know where I am, what time it is, what day it is. And it's just wild. Like, that's never happened in my adult life. I feel like it's a good sign. But anyways, Melissa says, I think there's truth in that video, but there may be things that are not true. There was always more to know, for sure. And I think that's the basic principle and mindset that we have to have, period. I have tried matcha. I know people love matcha and they swear by it. I'm not the biggest fan, but maybe I need to give it more of a shot. Why do you bring up matcha? There was a guy who commented on Sergeant Schultz's video from 3 years ago about soul pods. The guy claimed that he had memories of being forced into a pod and memory wiped by greys, mantises, and reptilians. Interesting. Well, I'm starting to think too after the Bill Segula video, and I can't wait to talk to Tina and Karen, but all of those are just, it's all just part of the system. Entities that are complicit and helping. Because he mentioned that exactly. Bill Segula said the same thing, those exact three that play a role in some way. And it may not be all of them either. It just may be kind of like in this reality, in this planet, there's some that are also probably complicit, or not even complicit, but are managing the system. Simbarash says, enjoyed your video on the government doing experiments. Yeah, that's crazy, right? And the astroplanet, that video, that was wild. That was from an article on justpasted.org. Matcha's L-theanine, so it's calming too. I use ceremonial grade. I used to take L-theanine along with magnesium to help me sleep, but I stopped because, I don't know, it made me feel a little out of it, and I don't feel like I need it anymore. I mean, maybe I could go back and try it again, but why do you like L-theanine in particular? I use a red light or candles before bed. Don't use standard lighting. I've heard about this. Yeah, blackout room. These things help me sleep much better. Yeah. I wear sometimes a eye mask too. That helps. But I'm telling you, man, my sleep, something's shifted. I'm getting like crazy good sleep, which is almost a miracle. But I wonder if Monroe had something to do with it. I also wonder if that trip that I took reset something in me. I don't know. I recently came across a fascinating series of 5 interviews reportedly conducted by a San Diego journalist beginning in 1997. Okay. In them, a man identified as Dr. Jameson Nerada discusses his alleged defection from an organization known as Advanced Contact Intelligence Organization. I never heard of that. What does he discuss? What does he talk about? It's really interesting too. I used to think that the highest level of security maybe around energy generation, ET stuff, you know what I mean? But now I'm thinking it's the stuff that we talk about is like one level above. Because it gives context to everything, to the entire framework of the whole system. Why technology or other information is suppressed, like what's the point? And it's for a larger system or mechanism, as described in Gnosticism or elsewhere. The thing about Gnosticism, though, that I think we need to bear in mind, this is the point that I was making in my video yesterday, is we're in a system. That means it is not likely fixed. I mean, it could be, but I think it's likely not. Just like any technological system, it can have upgrades, it can have enhancements. And so if we rely too heavily on something from whatever it may be, 1600 or 2000 years ago, it could be describing a system that existed at that time but has now been modified or upgraded, bolstered. And so that's where I think we need to be cautious. Okay, let's see. According to the story, Neruda selected a San Diego journalist who agreed to a series of 5 interviews beginning in 1997 in which he discussed the SEO Ancient Arrow project. What's that? I never heard of that. There was a guy who commented on that same Jason Trojani video. He said he suddenly lost consciousness. He had an NDE, and it was a room where he saw gray entities sitting behind a computer. Interesting. Okay, let's get back to Pantera's story here. Among many intriguing subjects, he discussed advanced technology, extraterrestrial contact, human consciousness, and claims about the deeper nature of our reality. Did you watch this, or are you in the middle of watching it? Because I might want to check this out. Okay, Superman's not talking about the guy from the Giorgiani comments. The same guy believed that those beings were deciding his fate. Now, he said all this in the comment. Oh, you watched the whole thing? Okay, what do you think? Do you think it's something that I should look at? Does it tie into everything that we're talking about here? Because if so, send it to me. I'm flying today. I've got 2 flights, so I can try to start listening to some of that on the plane. Yes, he said all of this in the comments, if I remember correctly, at least something along those lines. Did Giorgiani respond, do you know? Or was it just, he just put it in there? Okay, cool. And then if you guys want to send me stuff, hold on. Let me put it up here. There's my Instagram. Connect with me there. You can send me stuff, send me links, whatever. And I can check it out. I do my best to get back to you guys ASAP. Sometimes it takes me a little longer to read the messages, but I try. I know I'm still a little behind. I caught up somewhat. I want to show you guys also too. Hold on, let's take a look here. Okay, 1 second. Make sure to join our Discord community. There's the invite if you guys want to join the Discord. It's totally free. It's just for people wanting to connect. And Alexandra, if you guys remember, I interviewed her recently on the channel. She's now setting up, I believe she's setting up different channels and different things. Oh, maybe she hasn't yet, but she will be soon. In terms of, so people have different places to discuss ideas and things like that. And right now, ooh, look at this. We almost got 100 members. That's pretty cool. 97. So make sure to join. I'm going to try and be on there more too. I feel like I need to get on there more frequently. I kind of pop in and pop out, but yeah, it should be cool. Cool place for us all to connect, share ideas. Questions. Being reincarnated as human inherently bad? I know going to high dimensions of being greater and being greater consciousness is an option. But what if I find value in Earth human life experience and lessons? I would not say it's inherently bad in the sense that, okay, well, what do you mean by inherently bad? Because, all right, let's go back to the analogy I gave yesterday. It's not about you, if that makes sense. Going back to the sheep analogy, it's like if you're being shepherded, right? And you're a part of a flock and you're being used for wool harvesting or whatever, it's like that sheep's existence within that paradigm, within that structure, it's not about that sheep. You know what I mean? It's about keeping that sheep in that enclosure for the benefit of the shepherd. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you're in this, at least that's what I currently think right now. I think most people in this community think that way as well. If you're currently in here, you're serving an ulterior motive for somebody or some things else, you know, other entities or another structure or organization or whatnot. You know what I mean? So it doesn't mean you can't enjoy all of it or elements of it or aspects of it, but yeah, and you can still find value in it. I think we can find value in anything that's part of having an optimistic perspective, especially if you're in a situation. What else can you do but try and find some sort of an optimistic or positive perspective? But yeah, so yeah, I don't know if I would call it inherently bad. You get what I'm saying? Just know that it seems to be not about you, but about serving the system, if that makes sense. None of these comments got responded to by Jason or Johnny or Jesse Michaels. Yeah, Jesse Michaels has got like a huge following. It's probably just hard for him, you know. Okay, great. Looking forward to your thoughts. All right, cool. Did you send it to me already? Pantera. There's the Discord link if you guys haven't checked that out. Join our Discord community. Serious business. You mean you made it to a live stream? Welcome. Hi there, great channel. I have a memory of being forced down to this earth. The being that sent me here was the god Cronus. He lost his rag with me when I refused to go down. Thanks. Interesting. So pre-birth memory. Not pushing religion or anything, but over 100 people have talked about how when they pray to Yeshua, Jesus, these alien abductions will stop. I've heard about this. Yeah, I've heard about this. It's tricky because what does that mean? I don't know, right? Like, does that mean, one, what we think it means? Two, is that another level of the manipulation or deception? Or is it because in an abstract sense, it's an exercising of free will, which has to be respected? You know, I don't know exactly how to interpret that, but I've heard that too. At times I have a doubt if we can leave this place. Greys have technology suck the soul back into the black box. What if one rejects the life review and they trap the soul in the black box and send it back? Listen, I have doubts too. I'm still figuring all this stuff out. But what seems to be brought up over and over, this is the idea of free will. And so if free will is an absolute law, and if the violation of that law, maybe not in small increments, but if that continues on a large scale, if that ultimately, I'm theorizing, I don't know exactly how it works, but if that breaks down a system when it does not adhere to free will, or maybe that allows the intervention, you know, of the divine or something like that, then I would imagine if they have to revert to something where it's no longer via manipulation and some sort of acceptance via free will, but they have to resort to this type of control, then I would think that that would eventually lead to the demise of the system, if that makes sense. That's if that my thoughts on free will are correct. I think they are, but so anyways, I don't think it should be like that. Like what I'm trying to say is, yeah, that could be true in isolated incidents, but if that becomes a trend or if that keeps happening over and over, I think that would lead to some sort of systemic breakdown. Okay, what do you think about NDEs where choice is given to stay on other side? Is that trick, like, because the other side is yeah. I think it's part. It's Isabella Green talks about it. It's basically you stay, which is probably better, but you're still within the, so like what I call it a trick. I mean, I guess it's a true thing. You're staying, but you're still within the system. You're still within the artificial system, but you think you're out, if that makes sense. So I guess by that description, you could consider it a trick. Did you get the email I sent you on June 22nd? It's regarding the link to Iconic to watch something. Hold on, let me see. I do have a lot of unread emails. Hold on, the 22nd. June 22nd. I got it. It was actually on June 21st, but maybe that's because you're in a different time zone. Let's see. What to do to avoid ending up in... Okay, got it. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I remember this. I remember you sent me this. Okay, and you gave me your login, and I remember reading it, and then I didn't go in and check it right away, so I put it back to unread because I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back later and look at this, and then I never did. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, what I'm gonna do... Yeah, and you're in Belgium. Or no, you're not in Belgium. You mentioned Belgium in this email. Okay, what I'm gonna do, let me take a screenshot of this. I might just sign up instead of using your account. I'll just sign up and I'll pay for it myself. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you for reminding me, Melissa. I appreciate that. I actually might watch this. I'll yeah. So Pantera, I may actually watch. I'll watch one of these two things. I kind of want to watch this thing that Melissa sent me because she sent it so long ago to me, and I think it would be really relevant to everything we're talking about. But yeah, and then hopefully I'll watch yours a little bit later. What do you think about NDEs or choices given to stay on the other side, or is that trick, like, because the other side is still astral or real? Oh yeah, I think I answered your question already. Hello, what's up? Just sent it. Okay, thank you. You should remove Aman Hillman from your interview list. I've heard somebody else said that. Hey, Mavo Gaywell, what's up? Okay, fine. Yeah, many people have said that. I'll remove it. It's all gambling anymore. It's all it is. Okay. All right, done. I removed them.
Places like Target and all that are actually
all right.
Cutting the box.
Pantera says, whether you interpret the material literally, symbolically, philosophically, or as an elaborate work of fiction, some of the ideas raised in that final interview are fascinating. Okay. Cool. Heck yeah. All right. Boo, boo, boo. Let's see. Dr. Neruda speaks about BST, blank slate technology. Oh, that sounds very relevant. And remote viewing. Wait, let me see. I'm going to look him up. Dr. Neruda. Hold on. Blank slate. Make sure. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Look at this, look at this. I found something. Okay. So it says, but what is this fictional lore? Wing makers. I don't know what that means, but this is what you're talking about. Advanced Contact Intelligence Organization devised. Rewrite timelines and counter a potential. Here it is. He leaked the interviews detailing BST because he believed the technology gave a small elite group dangerous control. The lore, why do they call it lore? Suggests that BST can effectively wipe or reprogram historical memory and dimensional reality. Interesting. Okay, cool. Excited to learn more. Kubrick says, wait. Sorry, what was your original question? Oh, yeah, there you go. Reasonable answer. I guess we'll find out and see the big picture eventually because now we're mostly speculating on it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, just keep on working on trying to make it more and more complete. I want to think we could get the full picture, but I don't know. It just might be a constant pursuit. I sent you a video on email on one of Calighetto Grafasi's students doing regression hypnosis and exposing reincarnation. They had some interesting stuff. If you get free time, do check it out. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I think I saw your email. Hold on. 1 second. Where was it? Yeah. You sent it on Wednesday. I did see it. I just haven't had a chance. It's again, man, and I know I'm not the best at this, but I try to, I know you always usually send me good stuff, and I'll probably, it's usually stuff that I use for a video, but I already had other stuff in the pipeline, so I'm like, okay, let me check it later on a day or a time where I want to look at new content for new video ideas, and so that's why I haven't looked at it yet. Yo, what's good? What's up, Power Off? What's up? Are you familiar with the Course in Miracles? No. What is that? Through the NDE literature, have you come across cases where in the NDE, those entities, upon refusing to return to the body, change their tone, glow, change their shape, become authoritarian? I think is what you're going to say. I haven't personally, but I've heard Giorgiani talk about it. Oh, well, actually a little bit. So if you look at, what's that guy's name? The guy from the Sovereign Spirits channel. I'm blanking on his name. Tricked by the Light, I think his website, but he has accounts kind of that showcase that, but not as explicitly as I think you're describing. But I've heard, yeah. So I can't remember. I know I've heard people talk about it, but I can't remember reading any such accounts. I mean, you kind of hear it in Betty's testimony, to be honest. Where she basically said she refused, and then they were like, well, if you refuse, then this is what you're going to have to go through. So that's one example. Wayne Bush, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Emin Hillman, bad vibes. All right, well, I removed them from the list. What's up from Ghana? Steven, what's up, what's up? Yeah, Wayne Bush, yeah. Couldn't remember. I need to reach out to them too, actually. All right, if you guys could hit the like button too, I'd appreciate it. It always helps the engagement, push out the content. Right now, let's see. Yeah, we got I think two likes. I think maybe that's wrong. Maybe it hasn't refreshed yet. But yeah, if we got 50 some people on here. If you guys could hit like, I'd appreciate it. Yo, what's up, Pantera? You watching from Orlando? Let's go. I live in LA, but I'm in Billings, Montana right now. Has anyone been to Montana? Let me know. Fifth Avenue girl says, what part of LA? I live in Venice. I actually just connected with somebody from the channel that lives in Santa Monica, which is crazy. And she lives like 10 minutes from me, which is really cool because I don't really have people in LA that I talk to about this type of stuff. So actually we're thinking about grabbing lunch at some point, which is cool. Okay, what do you think about Farsight? Are you familiar with their explanations? It's different from Tony and Isabella Green. Okay, so there's a guy from Farsight. His name on YouTube is Mr. Mex Biker. He comes into the channel a lot on the live streams. And I know he's a remote viewer as well. He's trying to get me an interview with Dr. Courtney Brown. So I'm waiting, hoping that will still materialize. I don't know if it will. But as of now, I haven't dove super deep into their cosmology. But I have heard some things from one of his interviews, namely that this is kind of a place where, I don't know. I don't want to say too much until I talk to him, to be honest. Let's just put it like this. There were some things that didn't fully resonate with me, but I can't dismiss it on its face until I talk to him and I get a little bit more context about where the information comes from, or where the interpretations come from, if that makes sense. So I don't know just yet how I feel. Oh, you're from SoCal? Where in SoCal are you from originally? And where are you from? Where are you at now? Fifth Avenue girl. I feel like I recognize your photo. I feel like you haven't been on a live in a while. Am I right? I feel like I remember you from months ago. Because I remember that picture of you with your horse. No, the farthest west I've been are Oklahoma and Texas. I lived in Oklahoma City for 2 years, but moved back to the Northeast soon. Got you. No, but that's on my list. The Alchemist is on my list. But Giorgiani is super high on my list. That's why I really want to get him. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to. But maybe I'm too small still to get him on. I don't know. Gnosticism has the same problem that it critiques. But the same reasoning applies to the monad too. This universe can't be good because of X. What do you mean? Can you explain what you mean a little bit more? No, not yet. Although what I'm trying to do right now is just make sure I have a regular daily meditation practice, which I think is priming my brain for those types of things. But I am meeting with Insights with Tony tomorrow at 10 a.m. So Still working on it. Still a big goal of mine. Do you think there's strong links between UFO, DMT, entities that correspond to entities from abductions and NDEs? I don't know. I don't know enough. I don't know enough to say. I would assume yes, but I don't know. What's up, Chad Wolf? I always had to be on guard in Oklahoma City during the spring and summer for bad weather. Yeah. I grew up in Michigan, so I know what that's like growing up in the Midwest. Can you look up Cyrus Kirkpatrick, Afterlife Topics and Metaphysics? All right, let me see. Okay, let's see. Oh, is it this? Interesting. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Let me see. Oh, it looks like he hasn't posted content in a while, though. His last stuff is from 4 years ago. So it looks like he's probably not active anymore. But that's interesting. All over when kid. Yes, missed lives. All over when kid? Yes, missed lives. Okay. Are you saying you're just busy with your kids? Is that what you're saying? What's up from Louisiana? What's up, Rocker Chick? What's up? Santa Monica, LA, Pac Pal, Thousand Oaks, Solvang. Dang, you lived all over the place. In NorCal above Sacramento. Oh, got it. So you're in NorCal now. Got you. What's up, my hair? Hello to all. Yes, Carla Turner and Fringe talk about Gnostic. Subscribe. Okay, got you. Wait. Okay, so you say Farsight equals real. Quasi-physical. ET, prison, cosmopolitics, not a simulation. Isabella Green, astral mainframe, prison architecture, also not fundamentally a we live in a computer simulation model. They differ mainly in who what runs the prison, how the containment escape architecture works, not over whether... True, not over whether Earth is merely simulated. Yeah, fair. Venice has changed a lot. Yeah, it has changed. I don't live in Venice Beach. I live in Venice, but I'm about 1.5 miles from the beach. Sometimes I have dreams about flying. From a spiritual or Gnostic interpretation, flying can be viewed more symbolically, transcending the material world, awakening. Yo, I used to all the time when I was a kid, constantly. I really wonder if it's going to start coming back, because I'm telling you guys, like, I haven't dreamed properly in like 15 years, and then now, wait, yeah, around maybe even more, 16 years, and then now I'm having dreams again like when I was a kid. So I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious to see how that keeps going. Yeah, somehow my sleep has been fixed. From ordinary perception or inner self-recognition that isn't confined by the limitations it normally accepts. From ordinary... Oh, I see what you're saying. Awakening from... Okay, got you. Is it confined by limitations it normally accepts? Yeah, I get you. I could see that. Hey, we got a donation. Linda Collins. Thank you for that. I still am not totally sure how the jewels work, but thank you for that, Linda. Appreciate you. One thing I can't do while out of body is fly. The parents move me all over. Gnostics involve the problem of evil is to say that God is this universe isn't the real. Okay, if good, then he can't do anything. Yeah, well, again, this could be a matter of just maybe some of these assumptions not being true. You know what I mean? I think people speak of these assumptions and then they like lay down assumptions and they jump to, well, therefore B, then C, then D, and it's like, well, how firm are these assumptions? How firmly can we rely on these absolutes? Do you have to backtrack? You know, I see people doing this all the time. Power off says frustrating. I get you, but the same logic applies to the Monet too. Why does it allow this to exist or continue to exist? I don't know for sure, but my guess would be free will. Respecting the law of free will. Dark Mystic 9 is interesting. I think that's on my list too. Dreaming of flying is the absolute bet. Yeah, it is. It's awesome. Regression. Oh, wait, I think we got, did we get another donation? Yo, Krishna, thank you, dude. 440 joules. I appreciate it. What does that mean? Unk alert. I don't know what that means. Okay. The biggest argument for soul trap is memory wipe because 99% of people on Earth are immersed in ego and generally don't know that they need to learn something. Fair enough. It sends money to your account. Are you talking about the jewels? Okay, got it. Thank you. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Why is it assumed? Yeah, again, that is exactly. Could be. It could be. But those are the assumptions that I'm talking about. You know. Only if when we go back up, we don't really remember who we are and what we really have. The choice to stand when we go up. We don't leave with this limited ego because this ego is blocking our real nature. Only if we go up. Okay. Just curious, do we all agree here ND is fake tunnel theater, and once you enter the tunnel trap, it's automatic reincarnation? I don't know if I agree with all of that, but the first part, the NDE being fake, yeah, probably. I think probably everybody does, yeah. I don't know if you've seen Sovereign Spirit's video, Gnosticism, another. No, I have not seen that. Interesting. That is from Derp McDerp. Can you send that to me? And I mean, I could see that. Because everything can be potentially commandeered or manipulated. And it may not have started that way. All right. One of the most important surviving texts. The story centers on Sophia, the Aeon, associated with divine wisdom. Sophia attempts to produce something independently. Yep. I remember that. I made a video on that. Okay, wait. The movement could take off. It's not about converting. It's about simply invoking people to have discernment of their free will. Yeah, exactly. When you say this movement, what are you referring to exactly? All right, the main logical flaw in Gnosticism is that it blames. Yep, I think you posted this already. Yeah. I think I read this already. Peace for the nations. Thank you. Okay, let's see. attempts to produce something independently, rather than through the harmonious order. Right, I remember this. Yeah, I remember reading this. The result is an imperfect being, commonly identified as Yaldabaoth. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was done like independently. I remember that. Oh, I get you. Yeah. And meaning you're saying, for example, this channel or this community that we have here is a sub community of the larger community. Is that what you're saying? And if you guys could click the like button, please. Appreciate it. We got 33 likes. We got like 54 people on here. That would be great. I think I'll go for another 8 minutes, and then we'll be at a full hour, and then I gotta take off. It is quite amazing that we have a group of people, the community here, who are willing to think outside the box. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Does Robert Gilbert teach anything about constructing an energy body would prepare us to escape the? I don't know who Robert Gilbert is. Part of the ships are powered by energy. Let me see. You did not read my comment before. I just told you. I thought I did. Sorry about that if I missed it. Yes, this channel has an especially great accessible analysis of the topic, easier for newcomers to get in-depth idea of the theory as a whole. You know what though? I was thinking about making like a video for people that are brand new, because I remember sending one of my recent interviews, I think, to a friend of mine that was interested, and they felt like there was a lot of jargon or vocabulary that they were unfamiliar with. I was like, oh, because you don't realize once you've been immersed in the topic for a bit. So I thought maybe like a breakdown of the entire topic might be cool, explaining and defining everything, you know. Headcanon, the Archons use the loot they harvest from us for their crusade across the galaxies. I've heard something like that before. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. You read that you have to call them out. Each one has a function in the 7 spheres. I've heard this too. I don't know though. This is something that I talked about in the video I made yesterday. I think I described it like this. If you those are like specific protocols, let's say, for it's almost like navigating a maze or navigating a building. And so somebody navigated the building once upon a time and used X, Y, and Z to get out. And I think it's like relying on an old map where the layout and the structure could have been fundamentally changed in massive ways, but then you're looking at an old map. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know how much credibility I'd place in something that is from a long time ago, or even just from some recent point in time, even, because that's a question that I have too. How quickly are things being changed, if that makes sense? So I think it's more about thinking about the fundamental concepts or the underpinnings of all of these, like getting to the heart of the issue, if that makes sense, which I think is recognition of it's like recognition of reality versus trying to follow a specific set of instructions that may be outdated, if that makes sense. Like, I'll give an analogy. It's kind of like, let's say, all right, this isn't the best analogy, but if you're, okay, I'll give an analogy here. Like, let's say if you're trying to make money in this world today, and what you did was your means to do that was you found a book from 1722 or something that described exactly how to make money and build a business or whatever, and then so that would be your guidebook, and you take that and then you try to apply it today, and it obviously would have a lot of specifics in it that would be irrelevant today, but there probably would be fundamental underpinnings that would still translate, like the basics of working hard or stuff like that. So you want to look for those pieces that are less specific, but more that relate more to a kind of like the timeless components, I guess you could say at the heart of that effort. Okay, yeah, SARS hasn't been active lately. I don't know why it's an OBE sport. It doesn't come from a journalistic point of view. Matrix Destroyer. You don't have to know or do anything other than refuse. That may be true. I don't know. But I'm still investigating. You wonder if these attacks are the Archons. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I was thinking about calling them out by their names. You know them. And then they back down. You could compare Farsight to others and then analyze. Yeah. I would actually, that would be awesome. If I can get an interview with Dr. Courtney Brown, I would love to look at everything, you know? Refuse everything that is presented to you on the other side, no matter what it is, even if it feels right. We are not all one. We are individuals, and we need nothing from anyone. Well, Matrix Destroyer, welcome. I'm not sure. You might be new to the channel. I don't recognize the name, but welcome. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off in about 1 minute. Roger Lear. I don't know that name. Let me look it up. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I think I have heard of this guy. Got it. Okay. Interesting. I think is it, hold on, is it spelled this way? Is that the spelling? What's up, Beth? Isaac, I love your idea about doing an introductory video for newcomers. You can discuss terminology. Yeah, I was thinking about that, right? I should do that. I should do that. Maybe I can do it next week. Light gets most people because we associate it with third density sunlight. Dude, one of the best channels on YouTube. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Matrix Destroyer. After everything I've experienced, that's my conclusion. I just hear so many people talk about do this, do that, all these rules and instructions, but what I'm inclined to believe is that, yeah. Listen, it could be literally that's it. But I don't want to just stop at this point and stop learning and exploring, because it could be more, you know what I mean? It could be more complex or more, yeah, I just don't know. So I don't want to just say, all right, you figured it out and I'm out. Is that different, or are they the same? Is the spell, like, what's the right spelling of the person you're referring to? Exactly. Don't want to take any chances. Yeah. Oh, it's different. It's different. Okay, I looked it up. Yeah, it's different. Okay, I got you. Okay, guys, I'm going to take off. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on. This was a little impromptu. I appreciate it. And have a great weekend. We'll see you guys in the next one. All right, take it easy.